we're back after Friday the 13th and the Tower with the 13 spheres of knowledge. We were gonna expand off of what's happening between the Sagittarius Strawberry Moon and the Capricorn Buck Moon, but we're switching gears because we've been called to get more clarification about closing the door to your past. Now notice how you're shutting the door to your past through the earth with this full buck moon in Capricorn. How? Through the present moment. This black goddess is here to tell you to let go of the past after you've reviewed it with you and God. This is between you and God. And you shut the door to the past through the earth. And what you're shutting the door on is connected to how you treat yourself. This is healing from patterns of shame. To clear this up through the body. With your everyday habitual patterns. You're freeing patterns of shame and how you have been previously co-creating within the past. You're shutting the door to those patterns, your patterns of how you treat yourself. You're no longer gonna guilt and shame yourself. You're not gonna guilt and shame yourself, so you're not gonna guilt and shame other people because you've had an experience of sacred lust. It's sacred. You found love in the cup of lust. You're whole. This is allowing you to clear up the guilt and shame that you feel from experiencing this. But this is part of your path. This is part of your quest. It's part of you. You're clearing up conflict by doing this with where within your body through your everyday patterns. This is working with Virgo. This was activated with that eclipse in Virgo during eclipse season. It said it's time to get to work by co-creating a new you through new patterns, and you're going to let go of guilt and you're going to let go of shame, as within, so without. This is clearing up the conflict because you need to move the energy from the lower world to the upper. And you're doing that through the water, through your connection to the water. There's a laser focus with the cup, like we talked about last time we met up for Friday the 13th. There's a laser focus with you and the cup. That's between you and God. Within the stillness. To get back to creating with your truth. Your truth is your forward movement right now. You're building off of the truth. You have to let go of something with action to build off the truth with air and get back to play. This is leaving the interface of the artificial world, and this is getting back to play like you're a child, but you're an adult in order to co-create, to collapse time. There is no time, there's only the present moment. This is deep, this is big. This takes a lot of guts to do this. This takes a lot of deprogramming. This takes shutting the door on to the past of how you used to create here and with how you think. You got to step into who you came here to be. You got to step into your authenticity. You have to step into your gifts. You're going to cut yourself free from the lower world and fear, stress, anxiety. You're going to cut yourself free from being there. Because what you're going to move your energy up your spine to have a third eye activation where you're housed God within your pineal gland, and you're going to blossom and flower. In order to do this, you're going to see your worth in separation. And you're going to welcome new love. Now, this doesn't mean that you're maybe necessarily having a new relationship, but you're having a rebirth within your relationship or experiencing a new relationship, because this is about self-love within you. As within, so without. Finding more compassion for yourself is allowing you to find more compassion for others. And this is about the self. This is about you. This isn't looking without to change. This is looking within to change with a law of one. So here you're doing it with the self, with the sun, with your central sun, your solar plexus, okay? Well, what's the sun helping you to do? The sun's helping you to be. You're not doing to be, you're being to do. You untwisted it. Essence, energy, self-awareness, life force, spirit, creativity, honor, masculinity, distinction, childishness. There it is. There's the childishness. You need this. You need to restore this back to you. And that's why the artificial matrix tried to take it out of you. You need to go back home to your rightful mom and dad, Mother Earth and Father Sky, and get back into play with creation and collapse time. There is no time. There's only the present moment. And stop worrying. Stop worrying about the past and getting high off nostalgia lane. Stop worrying about the future and where you're going. Get hunkered in to the present moment and get co-creating. And what thoughts are you charging with your heart? What are you thinking? Get in tune with what you're thinking. Get aware of what you're thinking. Get into meditation and get aware of your thoughts so that you can shift them. What are the programs playing in the background? Because that's what you're shutting the door to. You're shutting the door to how you create here through the earth within your mind and how you're grounding it within your heart. What are you believing about yourself? You're not believing the past anymore. You're believing what's happening in the present moment. And God is within the present moment right now. And you're collapsing time. That's what the time that divine feminine and masculine are in. The collapse of time. And you heal your past and create your best future through awareness to expand consciousness within the present moment. And the more energy you laser focus on the present moment, the better this is going to be for you. Now here's where you're going to apply your knowledge of everything that the sun is showing you within you. Everything the sun is showing within you is how to go from the lower world to the upper world by moving this energy up, and what you need to go without in order to expand within. And it's how you created in the past, and being open to a new experience that's built from your truth. This is activated from within. You're going there with your truth. You're building this with your truth. This has been activated with your truth. And what is that? To balance the dark and the light through the cup, through your connection to God. You're going to balance the dark and the light through the heart, through the center. The dark and the light, the lower world and the upper world, through the center, through the heart, within the cup, within you. And there's an activation here. You see something, and that allows you to hit your mark and hit your aim, thanks to this Sagittarius full strawberry moon that said, look, you're going to find your truth no matter what. No matter where your truth is, you're going to see it. You're going to find it. God's not going to let you rest till you see your truth. And that is to nurture within with the Queen of Cups. And that cup, remember, the water is here to help you to heal. The mother, to nurture within, because you're going to grow within to expand without. As within, so without. And that's the Knight of Cups. So this is within, nurture within, and it expands without. And the Knight of Cups is here. Where did he go? He better not be taken off yet. There he is. He's hanging out with sacred lust. See, this is a sacred, lustful experience because you found love in the cup of lust. You're whole. You're not separate. You're not caught in the illusion. You're whole. This is allowing you to find more compassion and love yourself and love others. So now you have love without. And that's connected to, right now, the Nine of Wands. That's part of this activation. Where the masculine picks the feminine in order to slow down. To look, one wand is picked here. This is rest. Rest is happening here in order to heal from your impulses, your lower vibrational impulses that are making you want to stay stuck in here. So that's your bad habits. Your habits, don't even look at them like that. Your habits you're shifting away from, you're closing the door on, that you're not, where you're guilting and shaming yourself and shaming others. Because if you're doing within, you're doing it without, you're projecting. Everyone's a walking projector. If you want to know what's going on with people, just listen to them. They'll tell you. You're going to pick a path. It's time for you to make a choice. Are you going to continue to stay with your old habits, keeping you stuck down here within the lower world? Or are you going to go through with the sun, your central sun, and be and heal with force? So you're going to take a rest. To take a rest to heal with force. You're not forcing yourself. You're going to take a rest, remember? Pick the feminine. Take a rest. Now, time for intimacy. Slow down. That's why it's night. That's why it's hanging out with the moon. And you're going to pick a different path. Because you want to go up now. You're ready to go up into the upper world and have this expansion with God in your third eye, where you house God. But remember, you need your truth in order to do so. Because your truth is activated here with your throat chakra. So in order to push through and have this activation through your energy centers here, you're going to have your truth to have this third eye activation. Now, what is this third eye activation? There it is. It's love. And not only is it love, it's connected to your financial health. And we found out for this 13 Divine Feminine reading that you're going to a new level now. You've shifted dimensions into a higher timeline because it's time for you to experience this. It's your time. How? Because you're going from the lower world, and you can see the feminine, she's not allowed to speak truth, and the masculine, well, she's being held by truth. So there's where the deceit is being created, and the masculine is being held by his libido through sexual energy. Now, feminine, you have masculine within you. Masculine, you have feminine within you. We're all doing this as one. We're doing this together as a collective. To what? To go from the lower world down here and move the energy up here within the upper world to have the third eye activation, which is getting the work that Divine Feminine and Masculine said they come here to do within the 7th house and relationships. This is connecting to your feelings. This is expanding your feelings. This is not lower vibrational impulse feelings where your solar plexus is out of whack. So now you're hostile, you're frustrated, you're angry, you're ready to lash out, you're ready to fuck shit up. And you don't care. You don't care until the reaction in your brain is done and you're healing from lizard brain and you're apologizing to everyone and you feel like shit. Now you have shame. Now you feel guilty. Do you see the cycle? No. You're going to heal with your solar plexus. You're going to take a break. You're going to have some rest. You're going to stop forcing yourself. You're not going to do what this artificial hacks of this artificial matrix are telling you to do. You've gone back home to mom and dad. You got your grounding. You got your feet on the earth. You're grounding. You're being in stillness where God needs to talk to you, in the stillness with the elements, with the elements and Mother Earth and Father Sky, and you're in the stillness, and those programs are gonna be calling. They're gonna be knocking. They're gonna be screaming. They're gonna be going. This is gonna be your biggest test. You gonna slow down? You're going to listen to your soul. You're going to call your energy back. You're going to have your best life and your best transformation. And came here to be superhuman. You came here to do things other people can't. But you know why? Because the pain is taking you towards the pleasure. Why? Because you got out of balance, because that's what's been happening. Pleasure seeking within these lower centers has set you out of balance. But you're getting back in balance through within the self. This is the work you said you'd come here to do. So you're getting yourself back into balance through going without pleasure seeking down here, so you can move the energy up here. And a lot of this has to do with healing with your guts, with fasting. Because why? They don't have to have all the energy to break down your food. Your energy can move up your spine and come through. But remember, you got to speak your truth. You got to live your truth. But you're speaking your truth to God. That's the trick here. Hecate is here to say, look, you don't have to speak your truth to your mom, your grandma, to the program, to whatever. You have to speak your truth to God through the connection to yourself. And as within, so without. Something shifts here. Something shifts. Speaking of that, let's just close it out. Something shifts, right? Because they're going through the earth with that earth magic. Grounding, spending time grounding through the earth and everything that does for you. Because you're also receiving your light codes through the earth in order to push this energy up through the earth star. This is through the earth. To have an earth star activation from all the way from within the core of the earth up through yourself to the central sun. You're going to be in alignment with the black sun within the core of the earth, which is alive. Your central sun, which is your solar plexus, which is within you. Well, right? And then, well, your sun. And then the central sun in the sky. It's all in alignment. You're ready to go to blossom this summer, and it's connected to Lionsgate. Now, you've shifted dimensions from within. Remember, through the Four of Pentacles, by shutting the door on the past. You shut the door on the past. Right here. Ooh, let's get it straight. Because you're shifting dimensions. What? Where? Through your mind. Look at, there's the labyrinth of the mind. And getting the elements in order. Through what? Now action. You have to put action within the mind. The Father has to meet the Son. The Father being the fire, the Son being the element of air. Get the elements of order, right? The truth. That's how we're going. We're going on the truth. The element of air. That's time to go, baby. So here we go. By what? By going within and collapsing time. Taking your light back. Taking your light back. There is no time. It's all in the present moment. And I never understood that till just recently, how deep that goes. Because I am a time fiend. And I was trying to crack time. Trying to crack time all the time. Because time. I'm always running out of time. The devil's got that clock, right? Time. Taking my time. Taking my energy. No, I took my time back. I took my energy back. I took my life back. By saying, fuck you. I'm not playing into these programs anymore. My light, my life matters, and what I came here to do. And what did I come here to do? I came here to heal with all of life and help to expand with it. To do better for life on this planet by doing better for myself. Which allows me to do better for you, and do better for my mom, and do better for my son, and do better for my fam. Which allow you to do better for your fam. And so it goes. So remember, we got to go within. The door, the trick is within to collapse time. That's the Hermit right here. Go within, collapse time. Quiet the mind. Quiet the mind. Remember, you're with nature. You're with what's natural. You're not with what's artificial. You're not go, where they take all your energy. Your time to take back your time and your energy. Take back yourself. Shift dimensions into your highest timeline again. By what? Quieting the mind. And then the roses kiss during this summer, because remember, the wheel's going to turn. We're heading into the season of summer for you to blossom. And how are you blossoming? Your soul is expanding with spirit. So your soul, okay, down here, your soul is expanding. Oh, let's get it straight. Up here with spirit. You see how it goes? You see how you're going up? But you gotta go down and go up. And you go up to go down. You're in the dance. You're not separate from it. You're just seeing it. And this is where something is birthed. Something's created here. Divine masculine and feminine came here to co-create something with God. And Jupiter has been helping to expand and make room for what you're creating here. And getting ready to head into Cancer season, as well as Jupiter's been working with Cancer. Jupiter, enthusiasm, optimism, generosity, benevolence, beliefs, luck, seeking. There you are, you're seeking in here. That's how we got here. That's Sagittarius, strawberry moon. Jupiter works as well with Sagittarius. Jupiter's been hanging with Cancer. And Jupiter's been helping you to create room through travel, positivity, lectures, foreign cultures, teaching, pilgrimage, chance, expansion, leaping, exploration, and potential. You're exploring here. You're exploring the unknown. You're exploring God. Devil's in the details. God's in the unknown. You're exploring what's unknown. You're getting comfortable there. You're learning how to find your tune there. Cancer, feeling sympathetic, comfortable, nostalgic, protective, intuitive, birthing. Last time we talked about at the end of the reading for the 13 spheres of knowledge. This is about birthing. The water wants you to move with it. To birth consciousness. This is birthing consciousness. Tender, nocturnal, caring, moody, receptive, lunar, sentimental, introverted, defensive, family-oriented. And the same day the wheel turns and we enter the summer solstice, we also enter Cancer season. And we've been talking about that crab. That crab that traverses these Cancerian waters. These waters are untamed. They're divine. Okay. Where are we going? We're going to surrender something. Because what you want wants you. This is the masculine and feminine coming together through sacred geometry to make something. And it's love others. I allow people to be uniquely themselves, bringing their true natures and true gifts to our relationships. I do not demand that those who love me change their essential nature for my comfort. And this is what divine feminine and masculine are learning. This is what you're learning. This isn't telling your counterpart, you have to be perfect for me to love you. And you don't have to be perfect for them to love you. There's a mirror here. Your shit stinks, their shit stinks. But your divine counterpart holds that perfect amount of space for you to integrate your shadow while holding up a mirror for you. Well, they get to see that mirror for themselves as well, because you're one. You're the same person. You stop telling your person to change without, and you shut the fuck up, and you start changing within. You start being accountable for your poop stinking. Take a look in that mirror, because what that mirror has something to show you, and it's all one at the end of the day. Everything without you is showing you with what's going on within you, has something to reflect back to you what's going on within you. And how to shift it. How are you shifting this? Because you're in charge. You're in charge of what thoughts you're charging with your heart. And this takes a strong mindset now. You're at a new level. Time to stop making excuses. You got this is the one life you're living right now in this time. Make it the best. Put the effort into it. Do scary shit. Face your stuff. Make the best life for yourself now. Love yourself to love others. Love yourself to love others. And stop, like we talked about this last time. We got in so into this where we met up for these 13 spheres of knowledge. Stop holding the rules to people. Stop holding the books to people. Let God play it out. And this doesn't mean, no, don't be letting people hit you and treat you like shit. That's not this. We understand what this is. Let's not tear it down before we build it up. This is something deeper. Because you've done the work with God to get here. And you know it's important to love yourself so you can love others and close the door on the past. We're not guilting and shaming ourselves. We're not guilting and shaming others. And we're allowing people the time that it takes for them to clean up their mess. And if they're our person, then we are divinely orchestrated to help them to clear it out. They didn't come here to be perfect for us, like we didn't come here to be perfect for them, right? Surrender to trust. But again, too, remember, refining the balance. It doesn't mean we're getting treated like shit all the time, and there's an evolution here, but this is the thing. God's gonna call this evolution. You don't need to worry about this evolution. You gotta worry about your evolution. That's where you gotta get to. You're not blaming without. You're doing it within, and you're not worrying about without. You know that as you shift within, without will shift. You've left those worries of without behind because you've gone back in within to God, and you found something there. Surrender to trust. You know what? And what you found here is on this table. We'll share this in one sec. What you found is this. You found inner trust when you went within. With you and God, after the storm, to rebuild. Okay, look at that. Look at everything you're rebuilding. You've surrendered to divine timing. That's how you're collapsing time. And you've been forced to just go with the flow of life. This is allowing you to surrender to wonder and awe and get in the magic of every moment. This attitude will help you stay connected to the ecstasy and flow of God. You got to get in tune with God within there. This, and get feeling these feelings. Get charging these thoughts with these feelings. Get really deep and lost with creation. And then the wind, there's an activation, remember, with truth. With the element of air, because just because you can't see it doesn't mean that you're not shaped, you're not putting into shape. Get rid of that illusion. So you're going to surrender to trust. Lord Jesus, surrender to trust. Trust yourself and your decisions. Don't be swayed by other people's strong opinions about what you do. Take action and be confident that you've chosen the right path, because you're hearing this. This is a sound. This is the sound of the truth. And this sound is, remember, this shell is created by this shape, and it's built off the truth. And that shape is created right here, the Fibonacci sequence and spiral, by these two shapes coming together, the feminine with the masculine. The cube with the sphere come together, and that's how that's created. The masculine being the cube, the feminine being the sphere. Okay, let's get some tarot before we say goodbye. We'll go with a patch. Thank you to Metatron's cube. We're going to be getting into what this organized light is doing for you, for us, and for the collective. It feels so good to be out here right now. Oh. You're no longer being reckless with life. You're being audacious. This is creating with the Father. This is moving out. This is shifting dimensions now with action through the Four of Pentacles. You've seen yourself. They're seeing yourself. There's seed energy. There's the activation of seed energy with Christ consciousness. You have officially moved the energy from the lower world to the upper world with acting on it now. By going from the lower world to the upper world. But look, do you see? He's gone into the lower world in order to expand with Christ consciousness. To heal from being reckless and patterns of shame and guilt. Guilting yourself, guilting others. To come together with your abundance. There it is. And your financial future. That's healing from the Four of Cups. Separation to connection through the Three. Because you're not being a glutton. And maybe that actually means for you to fast through the creation of peace from within. This is where the third eye activation takes place. And you take off with your truth. You're not, there's the third eye activation where you talk to God and create peace and you're not running anymore. But you're going somewhere within. Where are you going? Where are you going now? Oh, you're shifting. Here we go. Well, you're shifting. There you are, shifting dimensions right now. Within your third eye activation to expand with the masculine further with structure. Healing from tyranny in order to rebuild. Now you're officially going somewhere. Look, there's Metatron's cube. You got your light organized. You're ready to go. You've restored balance. You've got your negatives with your positives. You're shifting and expanding with Christ consciousness. You're going through an introspection within the moon. Remember, the moon called you to be your true self and have this double helix DNA activation. By following your light. You followed your light within in order to end confusion. And there it is. You shift dimensions. Through what? Through the Four of Pentacles here. Through the cup. Through sound. This, within the Ace of Cups, look, this is the birth of sound. From no sound to sound, the birth of sound through compassion. Compassion for self, compassion for others. Success. And there it is. You expand through the realization of your light, and you go from old to new. There's death. There's your transformation with your light, and you clear up. This is what's bunging up your mind's eye right now, your third eye. You clear up the conflict within in how you used to create within your past, your old thoughts. You say goodbye to them and close the door on them, which allows you to heal with your solar plexus. This is wrath. You heal with wrath because you're forced to have a transformation. God's forcing you to cut away what's no longer serving you and create with the elements with your truth. And this is going to allow you to heal from all this conflict. Because this conflict, we don't know who is right or who is wrong, because nobody's really right or nobody's really wrong here. This is that eclipse energy. This is what was activated with the eclipse. Everybody thinks they're right. Everyone thinks they're wrong. This is why everyone was put in a space and place to go within and apply some more self-love, to have more compassion for themselves so they can have more compassion for others and hold space and heal from wrath. Because this is the work Divine Feminine and Masculine said we're going to do. We're not going to stay in the lower world and bung up our solar plexus. We're going to go up into the upper world. So we're going to clear this up by applying some more self-love and holding space for people through what? Compassion with God. And it activates you at a deeper level. There's your connection to your starseed roots and homes. And new possibilities have been now opened up with God. You've opened up to new possibilities, to a whole new life, to a best life, where you say goodbye to lack of patterns. Because you release the past to embrace the future. Through what? The present moment. You're not worrying about the future. You're not getting high off the past. You are embracing the present moment. And that's what restores balance. From separation to restoring balance through the earth. And this is financial freedom. You're giving to receive and receiving to give. You're in the flow. All right. Much love. Until next time, when we really are going to talk about this Sagittarius moon. Expanding with this Buck Capricorn moon. Much love. I'll see you then.